You're watching the O2 Arsenal Vodcast. Arsène Wenger has urged his young players to bounce back from their 5-1 defeat in the Carling Cup semi-final against Tottenham.
It's a part of a learning process as well. You know, when you're a football player, you have to take to deal with disappointments, and that's part of it as well. I feel you have to take that on board when you're a football player. You can lose games, and it's how you respond to disappointments and how you deal with that.
Emmanuel Adebayor is happy to shoulder extra responsibility while Robin van Persie recovers from his latest injury setback. The Dutchman is sidelined with a thigh problem, but Adebayor's goals have helped Arsenal keep pace in the title race. He said, "It's difficult, but what can we do? It is part of football. Robin is one of the key men in our squad, but the most important thing for us is to do the job. Cesc Fabregas scored lots of goals at the start of the season. Now it is my turn, and maybe in 2 months somebody else will do it." Join O2 and Arsenal at Emirates Stadium on Saturday the 2nd of February for a live screening of our away game against Manchester City. Go to arsenal.com/O2 screenings to book your ticket. Arsenal TV launched in style last week with a special Arsenal question time at Emirates Stadium. We went behind the scenes and caught up with guests Martin Keown, Ray Parlour and Matt Lucas, not to mention the man who hosted the event, Des Lynam.
Are you an Arsenal fan of the way they play?
Love the way Arsenal play. They play the nicest football and the best football, the most cultured football, as they would with the coach they've got.
Yeah. And who's your favourite player? Who would you pick out as a rising Arsenal star?
As a rising Arsenal star, well, I mean, Fabregas is the great player for me, and he's just outstanding, cultured player. Enjoy watching him, but I enjoy watching the team as a whole.
Yeah. And what are you most looking forward to about the forum this afternoon?
Some fun. Some good questions. We've got a lot of young people who've been, I think they've won a competition haven't they? And they've got a lot of good questions. I've been party to some of the questions already, so we'll have a lot of fun with it, I think. Put one or two people on the spot.
What are you looking forward to seeing on Arsenal TV?
Oh, wow, well, everything really. Don't really know what to expect. It'd be quite interested to see what's on there.
Yeah.
It'd be quite good to see some of the reserve games live, and just start the youth team and that, so it'd be quite good to see the next generation coming through, I think.
I first came to Arsenal in about 1981 when I was 7, but I've been coming pretty regularly since I was about 12, pretty regularly, yeah. I was a junior gunner.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, but I used to fake my application form and say I was slightly younger than I was, just so that I could be a member of the junior gunners a bit longer. And it wasn't to do with the financial saving, it was to do with the fact that you'd get let in to stand in the family enclosure. Because I'm quite short, I wanted always to be let in with the junior gunners so I could see, you know, because if I stood in the North Bank, I'd arrive when the stadium opened at about 1 for a 3 o'clock kickoff, and then at 2 minutes to 3 some big bloke would just stand there in front of me and I wouldn't see the game.
What are you most looking forward to seeing on this channel then?
Well, obviously, coming from Chester, it's not easy to get down to games. There's an expense and there's a ticket allocation problem. So, getting better highlights, I would hope for, than you get on, say, the BBC or on Sky. More sort of in-depth stuff from the club, the old, hero scene, all that sort of stuff. That'll be great.
What would you ask if you were in the audience?
God, I might ask Arsène Wenger if you really think that one day we'd be sitting in an arena like this when he first came to the club in '98, because I can't believe that the visionary that he is, could have seen or foretold what was going to happen in the future. It'd be incredible. But I think my questions would be for him more than anyone else.
What's the most important thing you think about Arsenal having its own TV channel?
I think it's brilliant for all us Arsenal statos to keep an eye on what's going on and just get a further knowledge about the youth team and the reserves, and also relive some of those classic moments over history as well.
What would you ask if you were allowed to ask a question, and who would it be to?
It's questions where, I think Arsenal come a long way since I was there, coming from Highbury to this ground is a massive step. Arsène Wenger changed the training facilities, which was a massive boost for the team. So it's come a long way, and the questions now is, how far can we get this club? Can we win the Champions League? League and the FA Cup and the league in one season, like Manchester United did, which would be fantastic. But I think they've definitely got the players to do it, and every year they're getting a bit more experience, and they've got the solid two at the back with Toure, who we're going to miss this month, and Gallas, and Fabregas have been fantastic for me this year. Adebayor up front, so they've got the players. It's just hopefully they've got a big enough squad to do it.
Join O2 and Arsenal at Emirates Stadium on Saturday the 2nd of February for a live screening of our away game against Manchester City. Go to arsenal.com/O2 screenings to book your ticket.